I'm Heidi Meiberg. I'm the Provincial Coordinator for Children with Severe to Profound Intellectual Disability, or children with SPID, in the Western Cape of South Africa. I manage and coordinate the education support to children with severe to profound intellectual disability in special care centres and schools, which is provided by multidisciplinary education outreach teams. I'm trained in and have worked in the field of specialized support for children with various disabilities in special schools and ordinary schools for many years. Education and support for children with severe to profound disability is based on the fact that the development of skills, learning and applying of knowledge takes place through the continuous integration of communication, visual, perceptual, cognitive and life skills that the child is exposed to daily, including their experiences in a natural environment or daily program. This means that we need to develop a holistic and integrated program to meet these needs. It also means that we need to create an environment that is responsive to the child's needs and wishes. The needs of this group also require us to look differently at what education means and how it relates to care. Let's discuss the holistic program. In such a program, focus is not put on teaching individual concepts such as colors or body parts, but rather on creating opportunities for the child to participate in activities, being exposed to these concepts. This can also be seen as play-based learning. For example, teaching a child about different colors begins by making the child aware as well as exposing them to colors during a play activity, such as throwing colored balls into a container. Show the child a red ball, ask them to pick up another red ball and to throw the red balls in the red container. The same can be done during routine activities for daily living, such as meal times. For instance, show the child a red bowl and request them to also pick a red bowl from which they will be eating. Today you are eating out of a red bowl. Who else is a red bowl? Let's look for a red spoon too, and let's drink from a red cup. With the needed support, a child can participate in so many more activities, therefore creating opportunities for learning. Exposure to these concepts should be done throughout the day to create numerous opportunities for experiencing and learning. All experiences could not result and should therefore not be expected to result in immediate attainment. A variety of different settings is also needed to create all the experiences that children with severe to profound intellectual disability will have. What they feel, do, hear and see form an important part of the learning process. Let's move on to the responsive environment. A responsive environment is one in which the child obtains a response both from people and from seeing things happen as a result of what they do. Sometimes children elicit limited responses from their environment because they are unable to communicate. Studies show that parents and other carers find it more difficult to respond to children with disabilities than to non-disabled children, and are more likely to experience negative or unsatisfying interactions with them. This may result in these children being isolated with little opportunity for interaction. The education environment needs to be structured in such a way that it is sensitive to small responses. Children learn to communicate through meaningful social interaction. A responsive environment embodies the respect and dignity with which all people, whatever their age, abilities or disabilities, ought to be treated. Continuous repetition of encouraging actions might just result in a slight smile or twitch of the mouth, or the child might turn their head towards the sound. But if no opportunities are created that could result in a response, no improvement is likely to occur. Supported play-based learning would ensure the best possible opportunities to develop a child's maximum potential. It is important for the carers and family to structure the play environment for the child with severe to profound intellectual disability and provide appropriate toys or objects while supporting the child with the necessary verbal, physical guidance, as well as encouraging spontaneity from the child. What about care and education? Care should be seen as seeing to a child's physical everyday needs. A child with severe to profound intellectual disability could be fully dependent on others to feed, change, or to move them. Caring alone will not develop the child to their full potential and is not the only thing that the child needs. Education for children with severe to profound intellectual disabilities can be seen as developing skills and to teaching the child to apply knowledge with the appropriate input. In this way, they can benefit from educational stimulation aimed at developing their maximum potential. The focus of this education is not on academic skills, but rather on the development of communication, personal and self-care, practical and conceptual skills within their natural daily environment. Learning is a process of accumulating experiences. As with all children, to be able to develop skills and learn and apply knowledge, they need to be given opportunities to experience and to participate in activities in their natural environment. Education for children with severe to profound intellectual disability should therefore not be seen as a specific time in the day set aside after caring routines are done. That is why it is important to create learning opportunities during all activities in the daily program or throughout the day. It is also important to remember that care should be taken that the child is seated correctly and comfortably in such a way to be able to participate in activities and not just be an onlooker. In other words, even if it means that the child needs to be fully supported with hand-over-hand assistance by another individual. The child might never be able to feed themselves, but with the right support, be it hand-over-hand support where the hand is physically brought to their mouth to facilitate the activity of feeding, they can participate in the activity. In conclusion, it is important to understand that all children can learn. Some may need a lot of support to be able to learn, like our children with severe to profound intellectual disability. We just need to understand their needs and how best to support them to enable participation in learning activities. All children have the right to learning experiences or education.